trying to live my life better every day.
Yeah.
Don't take for granted I'm living.
It's mine, baby.
Said Jermell versus Cantaño. That's right. That's a good matchup for arguably the most competitive division in all of boxing is the junior middleweight division, and they're going to be fighting for the undisputed championship of the world. Who is the top dog at 154 for real? That's what they're going to be fighting for. Won't be no speculation. Won't be no, well, this guy got that belt and this guy got that belt. Those guys are on that side. These guys are on that side. This fight will be for undisputed, and we're going to find out who is the top dog after that at the 154 division. Last night, when I was talking about this particular fight, I brought up the fact that Cantaño has one advantage over Jermell Charlo in that fight. And the advantage that he has is that, for the most part, he doesn't have to deal with any expectations. The expectation is, for the most part, that Jermell Charlo is just moments away from becoming the undisputed champion at junior middleweight. I think that if we did a poll, that the overwhelming majority of the people would pick Jermell Charlo to win that fight. So Brian Castellano is only coming in there to do what he does. He only has to come in there and execute his own game plan. And his game plan should be to get in there and try to win 7 out of 12 rounds. And if he can get in there and get a stoppage, then, you know, get in there and get one. But on the flip side, Jermell Charlo is going in there with the overwhelming expectations looming over him that you are supposed to win this fight, whether it's by winning 7 out of 12 rounds or by in spectacular fashion. And I probably would lean towards assuming that the majority of the people who are looking forward to this fight feel that he is going to win the fight, or he should at least win the fight in spectacular fashion. We're going to find out if this pressure has any effect on Jermell Charlo that night. It's different to have pressure in other fights, but when it's now at the end of the road and it's time to grab that brass ring, it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals and down to the wire. It's a kind of a different pressure in that closeout game than it is in a Game 4 or a Game 5 closeout game. And so we're going to find out if Jermell Charlo rises to the occasion and, you know, gets out there and takes care of business, or will he give Cantaño a chance to breathe, give him a chance to stay around and execute his advantages and his game plan, use his hand speed, use his aggressiveness, and raise his confidence as the fight goes. And is Cantaño going to pull this out? That makes for an intriguing fight, because Cantaño doesn't have to deal with that. He just has to go in there and deal with boxing. Jermell has to deal with the ambiance of the entire event and what's at stake. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, you got to know it's been a long time coming. Yeah, some niggas that I run with, sitting up in jail cells, suffering, sitting on the outside, suffering. Hard to imagine that close to you, living life so tragic. So I spit it so graphic. Poverty on my blocks by the masses.